start with some team news. You said Asuga was back to training. How's Lavia? Everyone else okay?
Yeah, everyone is fine. Romeo still try to recovery. Dario, he was okay. Start some session with us. Again, now he needs to slow down. Nothing important, and the rest they are all fine.
And you're going to protect Reece. We don't expect him to start after his.
It's complicated. Yeah. I would like to start him, but we need to do the right thing.
I want to talk about Reece James. You said famously before you even met him, you sent him clips, seeing him in midfield.
Mm-hmm.
He was the star performance. When you play him, you played him as right back more, but when you play him in that midfield position, what is the goal? What is the tactical plan when you put him there?
Yeah, I think he can play in both positions. He has been fullback all his life. He also has played as a midfielder. But I think he can be good in both positions. When we decide for him as a midfielder, most of the time is also when we want physicality in terms of midfielder, when we face some team that they are strong in the middle. So it depends a little bit the game plan. But as you said, he's doing very well in both positions.
Sanchez has been one of the players that you've had to speak a lot about, mainly about his decision making, but the progression we've seen in his play, again against Arsenal, claiming crosses, he was one of the reasons why you could bypass their press with his long kicks, distributing properly. Was this always the standard and vision that you wanted for the goalkeeper and the way you wanted to play?
Yeah, I think Robert, in terms of saving, he has been always good since I joined the club. In terms of build-up, he struggled a little bit. But I said since day one, our build-up depends a little bit how the other team press. So sometimes we go long, sometimes we go short. I think Robert's game against Arsenal has been one of his best game also in build-up, because we play also some goal kick short when we arrive in the other box. He played 4 or 5 balls between the line, one for Estevao, the other one for Malo. But sometimes we also need to go long. 2 games ago against Burnley, we scored starting the second goal from Robert. So it's improving, especially in the build-up.
You have Leeds next, a very traditional rivalry for Chelsea fans. There's a stat that when Chelsea play against lower placed teams in the league, there's less intensity and less distance covered on the pitch. Is this done on purpose to maybe preserve legs and intensity of your players, or is this more game-to-game, game plan basis?
No, probably it's also the way the other team try to defend against us. Again, when they try to do high pressing, so that means that you have more space, you can run more because there is more space to attack. When they just sit back, there is not lot of space to cover in terms of running in behind. So change a little bit. So I think personally, depends a little bit how the other team they behave. So I think this is the reason.
Thanks, Soraya. Nizar?
Hi Enzo. I don't ask your team, but I was wondering if Cole Palmer might feature in this game, because has he got a chance of playing from the start and making a major impact throughout December, or do you need to keep managing him this month?
No, he can. He is available. The last game he was on the bench. For sure, with 10 players was more complicated, for Cole, because now he needs to come back in terms of also fitness condition. He is available. He can start the game. The idea with him is to start giving minutes until he can play. He can play 90 minutes.
Is your biggest challenge for these next 3 games trying to replace Moises Caicedo, because you used him in 50 out of your 51 Premier League games, so it's almost like new territory for you and Chelsea to try and find other midfielders maybe to replace him?
Yeah, absolutely, yes. But is for sure, again, we are better team with Cole, we are better team with Moy, we are better team with Levi. But when these players, they are not available, we try to find solution. We did the same thing with Levi, we did the same thing when Cole was out. And now we have to do something different because of Moy.
Is Andre Santos ready to sort of be the guy who steps up? And
Yeah.
because he probably struggled a little bit, I thought, in the beginning of the season, but he's just getting better and better, isn't he?
Yeah, Andre is ready. His position, once again, is playing as a 6, like my position. But he's ready. We have more option. We have also Reece. We can have different position. I think one that can play good in that position is Josh. But we see.
Thanks, Nizar. Simon?
Hey Enzo, Chelsea have had quite a bit of praise for the performance against Barcelona, Arsenal. Is there sort of a message you have to say to the players don't get carried away, like Leeds and Bournemouth, for example, have to be treated exactly the same as these two sort of more glamorous games?
Yeah, I think Leeds and Bournemouth, both games, especially away, they are difficult for Chelsea, but they are difficult for any different game compared to Barcelona, Arsenal, and we need to be ready. We need to try to try to win both if we can, thinking that we always go game by game. So the first one is tomorrow, and then we start to focus about the next one.
What lesson do you think you as a coach and the players may have learned from about a year ago where everything was going well, and then from the Fulham defeat onwards on Boxing Day that suddenly there was that long dip? Do you think that will actually help you to ensure there isn't a repeat?
Yeah, no. For sure, when you play games and you have experience, you're gonna be better. Now the main message for me is quite clear. How many points beating Barcelona? 3 points. How many points beating Arsenal? 3 points. How many points beating Leeds? 3 points. It's the same point. So I understand that there are games that they are more important for different reasons, but at the end it's 3 points. So it's important to beat Leeds because we need to win games.
Jamie?
Hi Enzo, just the one from me. Daniel Parker, who you'll face tomorrow night. On Saturday in the defeat of the Etihad, he seemed to imply that Donnarumma was feigning injury to give Pep Guardiola a chance to sort of talk to his team and reset. You obviously know Pep very well as well. Is that a legitimate tactic that managers can do to sort of get a chance to talk to their players?
I never see Pep doing that when I was there and in the past, and now I don't know if the Sunday one was with a different intention, to be honest. So I cannot say more things. The only thing I can say that the time I spent there, he never done this.
Thanks, Jamie. Davide?
Ciao Enzo. I was actually at the Saturday game in City Leeds, and they were able to change from 4-3-3 to 3-5-2 at halftime, and coming back from down to 2-0 to 2-2. For what kind of Leeds are you ready?
This is a good question. I don't know. So Farke played more than 200 games with the Norwich, and he played just 16 or 17 games with back 5, and he play always back 4. With the Leeds, he play all games with back 4, unless second half against City, back 5. They were 2-0 down, 2-2, and they could danger there. So now, what do you think they do? I don't know.
I don't know. They play so well in 3-5-2.
That's why. So we try to prepare for both, and then when we see the lineup, we can way on the other way. I don't know.
Yeah. And second question is, you're talking a lot about improving the team and how much that is important for you. I'm curious about improving yourself. What are you doing to be a better manager?
Try to learn as much as I can. I always take, especially the game, a way to learn, because you prepare the game in one way, and then during the game you need to adjust. Half time you need to adjust. After the game, you review the game plan and you see things that, okay, this works well, this not. So next time, so I try always to try to learn, try to evolve, but especially I think in general manager is there to service players. So you need to help players, improving them as a player and as a team. So this is the main thing that I always try to be focused.
Thanks, Davide. We'll finish this section with Martin.
Hi Enzo. Away from home, you've won more games than you have at Stamford Bridge. You've scored more goals than you have at Stamford Bridge, and you've got more points than you have at Stamford Bridge. And you played one more game at Stamford Bridge. In the away games, is that just facts and figures, or is there a real reason behind it that you're doing so well away from home?
It depends also a little bit the teams that we face away at home. Now I don't know, but for sure I think there is no coincidence. Something for sure there is something there, and probably we need to analyze. The problem is that in this moment is very complicated to stop and analyze game. I would like to finish Barcelona game, and the day after, 2 days after, been there, analyze the game, enjoy that moment. But we were already thinking about Arsenal. Finish Arsenal, we are already thinking. But for sure, I don't think it's a coincidence. Probably there is some reason why, and we need to try to analyze.
You've got a lot of away games to come as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
Time to do some analysis.
Yeah, exactly. Now we are Leeds, Bournemouth, Atalanta. We are